Alright, I'm thinking about this one. There's not really any super strong leaders available, which is nice. Troop transports, Ditto training devices. Row is opulence, mostly. There's a card that Armand could pick up. I don't know. This is kind of wide open. I could do Yuna, I could do Armand, I could do Paul. I think it's good to... in third position... Yuna's not going to be the best. It's been a while since I played Armand on channel. Let's just have fun with it. There's no crazy good Armand cards to pick up with the ring, but the Initiate's good enough. And if we can trash down to Opulence, it'll be great. So, okay, so Shai Halud playing Paul, and then we have Memnon as well. We do get the ring. We actually have a lot of persuasion, too. So, there's potentially a route where we, like, tech negotiate by the opulence. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's the best play available, but it's something we could think about. Or we could, I mean, it probably is better to tech negotiate Arakeen, right? That's assuming smuggling is taken, of course. Probably Wealth Mentat's better for getting what we're trying to do here. Nobody can take Mentat from us. Still suits. Okay. Yeah, we don't want Ilbon getting Mentat round one for this opulence. That would be a disaster. So I think Wealth makes a lot of sense here. And Wealth Mentat's a good play from Armand regardless. So probably we do like either Dagger or Signet Ring to Mentat. If we use our Signet Ring, we pick up the Initiate. Tech Negotiation is gone, so that makes the Dagger a little better. Although I don't think we're going to be able to get to 6. I just don't see it happening. We have to pick up a Convincing, which doesn't seem very likely. And we have to avoid the Seek Allies in the Dagger. So maybe it's better just to play the Signet Ring, pick up the Initiate, and go from there. And she's just okay. She's, like, fine. She's not a crazy good card. She's good if other BG combo cards come out, but that's that's about it. Paul didn't play his ring, so even with tech negotiation, I don't think he's getting a 6, but it's worth considering. Ilbon has 2 water, so he might go research station next round. Okay, Memnon going for the full smuggling path. Only 3 troops in, which is interesting. Let's... I mean, God, what are the odds, right? So we have to draw Convincing and then play our ring to Arakeen. And then once we do that, we have like a 50-50 chance if we drew convincing. It's just such low odds. I think we just play the ring here. Alternatively, you know, they'll reveal and pull stuff up. We could get a good low-cost card that doesn't exist yet. I think I like playing the dagger better here. So now we have a choice between playing the Seek Allies and playing the Signet Ring. And unfortunately, I think we don't play the Seek Allies because we lose a trash by doing that. So it's probably like Signet Ring to a city. 6 is the number to beat. We don't have any daggers in hands. But if we drew a combat card off of Carthag, that would do it. Weirding way. Okay. This is a decent card. Is it better than the Initiate? I think they're about the same, honestly. Initiate's gone. There's the Directorship. So we're actually kind of not gonna... We may not get something for our ring at all here. Now 7 is the number to beat, so we have to get a combat card to get something useful out of Carthag. And there's nothing good for the ring anymore. That's unfortunate. If we Signet Ring, draw into Convincing, that's a 25% chance. We can get Legion. If we draw, we could draw into Dagger also. Dagger just breaks us even. 3 Persuasion, we can't get anything useful. Not great for Armand. I should have played my ring first, I guess. We could get the Gunthopter, but Gunthopter's just not even that good a card, honestly. Let's just do this. Sleeper Must Awaken's not helpful. But because there is a Directorship, we will pick up a Liaison. I'm okay putting in 1 troop on this. Sleeper Must Awaken is eventually good, it's just not good right now. Trash Recon, pick up Liaison. 2 Liaisons is not a very good first round buy, but, you know, whatever. It helps us get to Opulence. I mean, Sleeper Must Awaken is a good card. It's just not going to be good for a long time. Like, it's not good until the game is literally over. So, yeah. Okay, so we drew Persuasion, but we didn't really draw anything else. Like, Smuggling Tech Negotiation gives us Opulence. Let's try for that. We could also Mentat again, but I don't think that's the play. This is Paul trying to get to Interstellar. It's a good combat. We could Mentat here. I don't love that play. Let's just go ahead and... Troop transports don't do anything here. We just save the Negotiator. Training drones next time we visit Tech Negotiation would be much better. We do get a trash this round, which is nice. We picked up 2 Liaisons so we can start trashing daggers. I should be able to get Swordmaster next round by going Smuggling again. Although there's a small chance I don't draw yellow. Because my only yellow card is my ring. So there's a 1 in 6 chance that that happens. Paul goes Arakeen. Ilbon goes Carthag. Paul really wants this combat. I wish I had the ability to deploy on this, because it's a good combat. We'll get Opulence, though. Opulence is pretty good. Ooh, 1 persuasion short. Oh, brutal. Do we trash a Dune instead? I think because there's still a directorship out, we do not. Paul is 1 persuasion short. Next round's hand... There's 2 zeros and 2 twos. We don't know what card we're not going to draw. Web of Power. Ooh, yuck. Well, oh my god, Memnon. Double Convincings. I really didn't think in 2 cards he would get that Web of Power. That's really strong for him. It's really very good for Memnon. Round 2 Swordmaster and a Web of Power. Lucky draw for Paul, too. And yeah, the 1 card that we didn't draw. I can't believe it. I really can't. That's really frustrating, actually. That is really frustrating. Like, they're not going to let me go smuggling. Well, I can't, even because like anything that draws me a card is gonna either spend Solari or spend my agent. So, wow, that just sucks. That just sucks. Well, I don't even really know what to do about this. Like, this is just terrible. I can't even get the spice blows either because I don't have yellow. Man, what the heck, dude? Pick up training drones, I guess. My hand screwed me, dude. This is awful. Man, I just don't know what to do here. There's a 1 in 6 chance. I guess we go Opulence, no Swordmaster now. But it might be too late. I don't know. Like, there's not a way for me to get to 8 either, which is really frustrating. I guess I could go Mintat, but Mintat actually costs me Persuasion, so that's not going to work. And I can't get a trash off. This is just so bad. There's not really a good card for me to buy either. Like, sure, Smuggler's Thopter is good, but I have no guild influence. I guess Gunthopter is pretty decent with the fact that we have the training drones. Means we can always deploy to every combat. That we draw the card, that is. But then we're really hurting our persuasion. I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough one. Let's pick up the Thopter because it's really good for somebody else. Well, there's a good card we could have bought. That would have been nice to have. At least we'll get the Mentat and some Solari. This is a good combat for us to win fairly cheap. Didn't use Chome Delegate. Thoughts. Did he reveal it? It's in his hand. What did he do instead? Mentat, Fold Space, Haga Basin. But my thought is the Solari is good. It's totally fine. Yeah. I think Memnon is sneakily in the lead here. He already drew that Web of Power. And he may take the combat, too, if he has a combat intrigue. He does not. Super. Okay, Super's not bad. Paul's probably going to get Swordmaster before us this round, so I really do think this is probably an Opulence, no Swordmaster game. Brutal. Like we try to get directorship this round if we can. I don't know how the Snooper is going to help probably, unless it's like a dagger, in which case we trash it. Probably, but even the dagger would help because we could take it to tech negotiation or high council. Although it looks like Memnon's going to get High Council here instead of us because of those cash outs. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Because we really, really don't want Memnon to get this directorship. Paul made a big mistake there. Okay. So here we really want to get the directorship, but we don't want to reveal early for it if we can help it. There's not a good low-cost card for us to pick up either. This is good. Nobody else can threaten it. Depends on how early Memnon wants to reveal, right? The problem is, because we really want to use all our agents, but if it causes Memnon to get the Chome, then we just can't do it. Like, we have to reveal early. Spending persuasion there. Let's do this. Helps us with the future Sleeper Must Awaken. Ilbon doesn't have the 8. We probably need to reveal this action, though. It's much better than playing the Diplomacy. I hate not using my 3 agents the one turn I get 3 agents, but I will get to trash off of this. I don't think Paul's got it with 4 cards. Yeah. He could deploy 3 troops, though, to try to take the combat. Yep. Okay. Well, we don't have any daggers in hand, so it'll tie it at worst for him. What do we think about our Appropriate here? That's interesting. I mean, surely it's not better than Directorship. I don't think Memnon has the 8, so I'd say that we can play the Diplomacy. He just doesn't have it with 2 cards in hand. It's not. I don't even think it's possible. So let's do this. We might even draw a dagger. We do. Could be useful. He's got 5. Still pretty good. Especially given he's got 2 on Emperor. Didn't draw Opulence, which is interesting. They'll give us a choice next round. There we go. Do we want to trash a dagger? We've picked up a lot of green at this point. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, intrigue card, that's fine. He was going to use it eventually. Although if we get 4th from Memnon having an intrigue card, we're going to feel pretty bad. Is water better than intrigue here? I think it might be. We're at 0. We're going to need spice for the sleeper. It doesn't make a difference. We're going to get it either way now. Strong arm. Strong arm's pretty good. We can use it with our training drones to guarantee that we get it. Show 'em directorship actually kind of helps with the opulence here, right? We don't get the 2-draw from the Thopter without going to fold space, though. All our gas in one hand. We don't have green, so we're definitely not going Swordmaster. I don't think we want the Strong Arm Guild. The Solari would be nice, but... we don't have enough persuasion for that. We could also strong arm our way into Fremen Alliance, Emperor Alliance, BG Alliance. Eh. I think this is just better. We need to turn on our Thopter. It also does enable interstellar shipping, which we still have this bump that we haven't used. Yeah, this is going to be a low economy Swordmaster. No Swordmaster, just point race game. We'll see how it turns out for us. We Thopter to the Imperial Basin here. Deado devices. Interesting. I think we do deploy the troop. See what we draw first. Go to 7. We only have 1 troop, so engineer's not very good. Fremen camp is pretty decent, though. I'll deploy the 1 because any amount of Solari is pretty helpful here. No trash, though. But, you know, we've trashed 4 cards already, so it's not the end of the world. We just want to cycle back into our diplomacy is the thing. So that we can use the strong arm. Paul doesn't fight us in the combat, so we're getting at least 2 Solari out of this. I mean, nobody really wants this. I don't think they'll let me get it with 1 troop, but nobody really wants this. The Directorship will put us back up to 3 Solari, so it refunds half of what the opulence costs us, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Memnon's not going to let us have this. We have all friendships now, so the rest of the, like, the remainder of our points are going to be more difficult to get to. Still, we're basically at 7. Problem with Fremen is that it requires us to spend. Would we prefer a Spice Hunter, which, you know, has a decent reveal and can potentially let us strong-arm Fremen? I think I like this because, depending on what we flip, yep. Yep. Depending on what we flip. The training drones have been pretty good. Nobody seems to care all that much about this conflict. Web of Power is kind of nasty. Just take Fremen Alliance, or do you go with Guild? I'd go with Guild, given that you're up next round. Wow. Treachery replaced with a treachery. Maybe I'm in the lead, actually. I don't really have a ton of momentum, but I do have a lot of points. The Kinds helps a ton, honestly. Unfortunately, him doing that means that I can't go Interstellar next round, which is what I was planning on doing. Only get 2 Solari out of that, which is not great. But, you know, when you have an Opulence, you'll take the Solari you can get. Gonna get more from this directorship here. No faction. So can't use the strong arm. We're the only one without Swordmaster too, so time is not really on our side. I might consider Mentat here. New tech is Holtzman. Holtzman's good for us, but because we're not getting an SMF this round, I guess we could go to High Council. Doesn't guarantee it even. Let's open with this. Don't even want. We do. Because we have Kinds. We want a liaison. Okay. Didn't think I was getting an SMF. But maybe I am. Kinds can, in an emergency, strong arm Fremen. But we don't really have a good second action, honestly. Like, the best action for us may honestly be early reveal SMF, which is pretty painful. Like, that's not what we want. Well, this is a whole point off of Haga Basin, too, is the thing. But then if we do that, we just don't get the SMF. Unless, like... If Liaison went to Arakeen and drew us another Liaison, that would be ideal. It's just not very likely to happen. Well, we have 2 Fremen cards in this deck. I mean, I think the deck is good enough that it still is worth going to Arakeen. Because, like, like, good, good, probably good, probably good, probably good. Good. The only card we don't really want is Convincing, and Convincing still keeps the SMF for us. So, I think Arakeen still makes sense. Ilbon with Holzman's a little scary, but he doesn't have any SMF yet, and again, it's round 6, so we're going to try to close the game out quickly enough that, like, he can't take advantage of that. He also doesn't have a high council seat. There goes my base. It's fine. That wasn't... I probably wasn't going there this round anyway. It's a lot of spice for Memnon, though. It's a little scary. New tech is set by satellites, which is very good for Memnon. Well, not very good. It's... Actually, it's not that good for anybody here. Most people... I mean, the best person the best person that can get it would be Ilbon. But Memnon snatches it up, which is a little bit weird, because, again, it's only 1 point for him. But, hey, a point's a point. Mem quarters is nasty. We're not that far from it, actually. So let's do this. We don't really want to deploy to this combat. Thopter. So technically, we really need this Imperial Basin to be available. Because there's nowhere else we can send the card. Paul could go there because he's on 5 spice. I don't think he will. There's better things for him to do, but maybe he does that. Got Protectiva off. Kind of cool. Doesn't happen very often. We have the trash from going to Arakeen now, so that's nice. We probably just get rid of the directorship. Yeah, the Solari's nice, but we've gotten 6 off of it. We don't need anymore. Could get rid of the Dune instead. Depends on how much we're going to need the Solari. I just don't foresee us getting anything out of it again. Early reveal for Treachery is interesting. Cool. So we get back up to 9 from the Spice Hunter, and we'll also get a spice out of it too, which is pretty awesome. Liaison, we get to 14. That's cool. I mean, not necessarily useful for anything, but cool. If we put 2 troops in, that's 5 strength. That would take us to 10 spice, which is enough to go Highliner. And also use the Sleeper Must Awaken, but we won't have the troops. That's if we come in second, which is not a guarantee. Next round, we're going to get a point from Opulence. We're at 7 now. We get a point from Opulence. That's 8. The Strong Arm gives us 9 from something. We don't necessarily need the combat. Let's try it. We'll have 5 persuasion left over after the SMF. That's enough for like a satellite ban. I don't know if that's even necessary. Trash that. Freighter Fleet probably doesn't do anything. I think these cards are mostly just bad for us. Satellite Band is another Fremen card, though. And it has access. If that card wasn't Fremen, I wouldn't be picking it up, but... There you go. Double cross. Is he double crossing? He is double crossing me. Interesting. It's unfortunate. So our troops were in vain there, but we cost him the intrigue card. We got a decent number of trashes off without ever getting a sword master. Okay. So we have a bunch of faction. We do not have an SMF. We don't have the Sleeper Must Awaken plus Highliner. Just don't have it. But coming in second is a point. Let's do the math. We're at 7 now. Opulence is 8. SMF is 9. All we have to do is strong arm and we win the game. See, this costs us a water and then gives us a water, so we end up water neutral. We should do this. That's pretty good. That gets us to 10. If nobody steals Fremen from me, anyway. We can just ignore the combat. Gets us to 11, actually. I actually think if you get Opulence, no Swordmaster is the proper strategy. Cheesable disagrees with me on this. He thinks that you should use it for the agent action the first couple times you play it. I don't really agree with that. You're only going to draw it so many times in a game. You want to get the points out of it when you can. Which, again, the way that I like to play is way more like economy focused. Like, I would prefer to play this as an agent action every time. I just don't think that's the correct move. Oh, dang. Memnon. Well, okay. It's fine. We're still at 11. Or we're still at 10, sorry. So I don't think it matters. Selective breeding, I think. Trash diplomacy. Is it better to go... No, because this cost us SMF. We're also now one bump away from just Mimic Orders giving us another point. If nobody picks it up, which is unlikely. But again, we're ending the game this round, right? We go 8, 9, 10. They don't know that. Like, how could they know that? But we are. We have to have a point intrigue card for them to pick up on it. I guess in retrospect I should have taken fold space to secrets instead, or selective breeding, because that would give me a point that Memnon could not treachery away from me. Does Memnon have both treacheries, or does someone else have a treachery? No, Memnon has both of them. So, you know, the smarter play would have been getting to 11 via VG instead. But I wanted 2 water for a research station, but if I looked at my hand, I would see that my Kynes was my only city access. Unfortunately, we're going to reveal what we're doing here, but I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think anyone can stop me. Like, none of these points are takeawayable. 2 SMF, 2 Opulence, you know, they're just kind of... They're, interesting that he does that. I guess he's worried about me, but... If you get the Mimic-Quarters, you should have gone up on BG, for sure. I guess he just doesn't know the game's ending this round. So, Sleeper must awaken. Kinds. Opulence. 2 liaisons. Why not? Yeah, Kinds is really, really good for Armand because his ring picks up liaisons, and Spice Hunters and other little crappy Fremen cards, right? And he lets you get them faster than anybody else. And you can trash out all the non-Fremen stuff. So you draw Kinds more often, and when you do draw Kinds, you're drawing a bunch of Fremen with her. I didn't ever get 2 SMFs this game, or like in a single round. But if the game had gone on longer, if I had my Swordmaster, it would have been doable. Like if I had my Swordmaster, I'd go to Research Station and get 2 of them, in all likelihood. Yeah, Aggro is a legitimate playstyle. You can even play the more control leaders in the Aggro playstyle. If you get the right cards, it'll work. This is like me playing Aggro on a control leader, you know. Training drones was really good. The last strong arm didn't do anything, but the training drones for the Mentat combat was really good, and it was really good for some of the other ones. I don't think I actually won any combat victories. I don't think anyone can beat me here. Memnon's at 7, right? He doesn't have a Dead Devices point. He's at 7. He doesn't have the Mimic Quarters point. He buys 1, 2 from goes to 8 from the combat. Where am I seeing that he has another point? He doesn't have 1 in attack. No, he's just at 8, unless I'm missing something. He has a Web of Power. So he probably goes to 9 that way, but I don't see him. Like, you'd have to have an intrigue card, basically. I don't think you are either, sir. I don't know what in-game points you could have that could possibly get you there. Paul going for the combat pretty much guarantees I don't lose this to Memnon. I mean, Memnon does get a point from second place, potentially, if Ilbon doesn't leap ahead of him. But yeah, it's nice to be in a position where you're far enough ahead that you don't care about the combat. Yeah, that's why you buy the cheaper cards. If you're going to buy multiple cards, you buy the cheaper cards first. Because, you know, I flipped over the Spice Hunter, and then that allowed me to get Kind. Whereas if I did it in the other order, it wouldn't have worked that way. Armand is a beast. I had a terrible open to the game. I had to course correct, adjust. So was the MVP card Kynes or was the MVP card Opulence? Well, Kynes' Emperor bump didn't do anything. But she allowed me to get 2 SMFs. 2 points. Opulence also allowed me to get 2 points at a cost. You could say the MVP card was Directorship. We didn't need the bump on 3 of the factions, though. So, like, I don't know. Because the bump on Emperor, we're above that. We're above it here. We're above it here. So probably not Directorship, even though it seems like, well, but Directorship gave us 6 Solari. I think it's got to be Directorship, actually, because it paid us a full Opulence point on a reveal between 2 reveals. Which is pretty damn good. Even if these bumps didn't end up mattering. But if the game had gone on longer, it could have. Like, I probably would end up getting the BG Alliance. Maybe not. I'm going last. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough jabbering. See you guys later.